I want to collect a piece of space trash. This is Mike Heath's Orbital Garbage Project, where we have one mission to collect a piece of space trash. No, we don't have any money. No, we don't have a rocket. No, we don't have any space travel connections, but we do have a will and a desire to clean up our orbital junkyard. Together, we shall accomplish this. It breaks my heart, but I must do it. I must start this week's episode with a public statement and an apology of sorts. I have prepared a statement of regret and an admission of guilt. Hello, dear members of the Space Trash Force. I want to take a moment to address something from my most recent episode and clips of the Mike Heath Orbital Garbage Project. In that episode, I used AI in a way that I now realize wasn't in the spirit or ethical framework for what this show, what this project is all about. This podcast is supposed to be about my real, authentic journey toward collecting a piece of space trash. This show is about the human spirit, human effort, human sacrifice. Human perseverance. And I let a robot sneak in. That's on me. I never want to take shortcuts in accomplishing this great mission unless they are ethical shortcuts. So moving forward, I will keep things 100% human. If this ends in a failure, I do not want it to be an artificial failure from AI. I want it to be an authentic human failure. Thank you for keeping me accountable. Onward and upward toward low Earth orbit to collect a piece of space junk. I believe we can move on together now after this public admission of guilt. If you cannot forgive me, please email me at mikeheathcomedy@gmail.com. Drop a comment. Let me know if you have not chosen to forgive me. We've got space news. News from space. Where'd you get that news? It's news from space. This is coming in from Spaceflight Now. Rocket Lab launches 8 wildfire detection satellites for Aurora Tech on Electron rocket. We don't understand much about space yet. To be honest, we don't know much about anything. But we do know Rocket Lab has completed its 5th Electron rocket launch of the year. They want to send out 8 fire detection satellites into low Earth orbit, which is where all of our space junk is currently at. The mission, dubbed Finding Hot Wildfires Near You, I will give you. That's a good tagline for your mission. I wish this mission, this project, had something like that. They want to deploy at least 100 satellites by 2028 over the next 3 years. And I want to challenge you, Rocket Lab. Make sure those satellites are up to code. We do not need more junk in space. Thank you for doing your part of cleaning up Earth, keeping Earth safe with your wildfire detection. But do not sacrifice low Earth orbit by polluting it with your junky satellites. If they are junky, I don't know if they are. Time for a mission update. Well, we are still picking up pieces of Earth trash every day. We're doing our part, and we're trying. I tell you what, we're trying. It's going all right. I'll be honest, I am getting a little sick of picking up Earth trash because that's not what I'm passionate about. I'm actually okay with picking up Earth trash. I'm just tired of editing the videos. I need to simplify it. If you care. Yes, social media is still the main way we are adding people to the Space Trash Force. Yes, we are adding via a TikTok, Instagram. Instagram is doing big numbers. Now. YouTube is growing steadily. However, we are so far from YouTube monetization, which we do need, because if you do not remember, this is a side quest to get our YouTube we have plenty of subscribers. We're good on that front. What we are lacking is actual watch hours. The man at the tube of you told us that we need 4,000 public watch hours. We are currently sitting at a whopping 56. So, because it's only over the last year. So I did have a video that did pretty well about a year ago, and we lost the public watch hours from that, and now we're regaining new ones anyway. So with it over the last year and 65 days, our current watch hour is at 56, so we have 3,944 public watch hours to go. Quite a ways, seems insurmountable, but so does collecting a piece of space trash, and that's what we're seeking to do here. So I believe it can be done, because we need $2 million to collect a piece of space trash, and we currently have 0. YouTube is giving us no money. We have no ads here on the show, but we could have an ad. Here is an example of what your business could get from Mike Heath's Orbital Garbage Project. Shakespeare's Pizza in Columbia, Missouri is the top tier pizza experience for people who are in Columbia, Missouri, or if you have a grocery store near you, because they have frozen pizzas that they made in-house from scratch that you can pop into your oven. So if you live in mid-Missouri and have access to a grocery store, or you want to go to Columbia, Shakespeare's Pizza has pizza for you. Shakespeare's not only has great pizza, they have great vibes. The #1 pizza experience in Columbia. This is not a paid advertisement. See, I mean, that's something we could do for you. And that was just, I didn't pre-write that. I didn't even plan to do that. I just came up with that on the spitty spot. Spitty spot. We need to find ways to make money. We're so far away from that. We are picking up trash, which is translating to people subscribing and following, which is not, they're participating in that way. They're dropping comments, but there's not actual dollars and cents, which we do need to collect a piece of space trash. We need 2 million of those. Other ideas I have, selling birdhouses is something. I saw a birdhouse in a front yard recently, and I thought I could sell birdhouses. What if we do this? Here's an idea. I am going to make a birdhouse, which will be given away to one person who joins the Patreon over this next month. Yes, I do not want to steal money from you. I do not want to do that. I don't want to have a cheap sweepstakes about a birdhouse, I merely want to incentivize your desire that you share with Mike Heath's Orbital Garbage Project of collecting a piece of space trash by inviting you to not only give toward this, to participate in this great mission via your dollars and your cents, but also to provide opportunities for reward you for being a part of what we're doing by the opportunity to win a birdhouse. And if you don't win the birdhouse, that's okay. If you don't win, you still get a sticker after your first month. So you get a sticker either way. You can slap it on a water bottle, laptop, tell people, give it to a friend to tell them. You can invite them. You also get access to behind the scenes exclusive content, comedy, as they cannot be known. Like, for example, how do we plan on getting on Good Morning America? Well, I'll tell you, it's over on the Patreon, and things are popping off, and it is exciting. Another thing that happened on the Patreon recently is an exclusive interview with Parade Expert, because not only are we trying to get on Good Morning America to share about Mikey's Orbital Garbage Project, we are also seeking to get in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade to have a balloon there, or at least right in the sky with a plane. Space trash is not a joke. We talked to Parade Expert, my mom, Colleen Heath. Here's an excerpt from that interview. Full interview is on Patreon. But enjoy a little free public viewing snippet I could have sworn you were in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
No, it was
But you were in the Chicago Thanksgiving Day Parade?
it wasn't they called it a Christmas parade.
Oh, it was just after Thanksgiving, before Christmas, and it was technically a Christmas parade.
Yeah.
Wait, did you guys compete to get in there? Like your band director got you in, but
band director did it somehow. Mr. Spina did.
But you don't remember like auditioning, or like you guys went to some competition,
No.
you like qualified? No, you just like you show up to class one day, your band director's like, we're going to Chicago for the Christmas parade.
But he did tell us that he was trying to get us to do that.
Okay. Yeah.
We knew at the end, we knew that in the middle of my junior year we were going because we had to practice the whole summer. We marched
you had like
around
a year
Green Valley.
to prepare, almost.
Well, it was about
half a year,
5 or 6 months.
Wow, 5 or 6 months. So there was you found out 5 or 6 months before going to the parade.
Yeah, we practiced that whole summer marching around Green Valley playing Christmas music.
Do you remember the songs you played?
I don't remember.
No.
That was a long time ago.
How big do you feel like the Chicago Christmas parade was versus the Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade? Is it like similar?
It was really big. Really? It was very big. It was a big parade. It was fancy.
How long of a day was that?
We started in the morning, and I think it was 6 or 7 o'clock that night when we found out what we placed.
Wow.
There was quite a few bands that were in the parade.
Oh, really? Did they have balloons like they do in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade?
Yeah, they had those big balloons.
Oh, they had the big balloons?
Yeah.
What was
that?
It
was a big...
Was it scary being under... Were you underneath one at all? Or like near one?
No. Oh.
But you saw one there. You were like in the presence of them.
Yeah.
Whoa. Did any of them pop while you were there?
That I know of, no.
Not that you know of? Okay. As someone who has experience in being in massive, was that televised? Yeah,
it was televised. People here and at home got to see it.
Did Grandma get to watch you, or could they see you?
They saw the band,
but not like you specifically or anything that you remember.
I was in the front row, so I was probably seeing.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
What channel was that on?
I wouldn't be able to remember that.
Oh my gosh! You could be telling people I was on CBS or something like that in 1989. No, you can't. If that was me, then I'd be saying that every day. I'd be like, "Hi, I'm Mike. I was on CBS in 1989." You probably remember me from the Chicago Christmas parade.
Yeah, because that was. Yep, I didn't make national news, I guess.
Wow.
Roundabout way.
I didn't realize I was the son of such a star.
But
I've got a crazy idea. Have you heard about my Orbital garbage project?
I've been watching it.
So you know my plan? I thought you were in the Thanksgiving Day Parade. I thought maybe I get some advice how to get into the Thanksgiving Day Parade. Because I'm trying to get on Good Morning America, that television show.
Yeah.
That's why I was wondering if you were already on that channel, like if you had an in, but no. I guess not. And then I want to get a balloon in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, and if I don't do either of those things, I'm going to try to get a plane to write in the sky, "Space trash is not a joke." Above the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade to get on TV.
Oh.
Yeah.
So before the end of your life, this is your thing you want to accomplish.
Oh, much sooner than that. I want to do it this Thanksgiving.
Oh, that's a lot to get accomplished before.
It is. But do you want to hear my secret idea? Now, you can't tell other people about this, of how I'm going to get on Good Morning America.
What's your secret idea?
I am going to I'm going to make a picture book for all people, even blind people. It's going to be the first picture book that is totally not just Braille, but even the pictures are brailled, so people could like touch it and see what the pictures are. for blind people.
Wow.
It's a. Do you want to hear the idea of the book?
What's the idea of the book?
It is about this is you're my inspiration, Mom. It's about a this is a secret, so you can't tell anybody this, okay?
Okay.
I don't want anybody stealing my idea. This is how I'm going to get on Good Morning America and get into the parade, okay?
Okay.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to have it's a picture book, and the premise, the story is.
Oh, and I'm your inspiration with the lunch lady.
Yes. Now you can't tell anybody. You can tell Dad, but you can't tell anybody. So I don't want anybody stealing my idea. Okay.
I don't tell anybody.
and I have to because then Thanksgiving, so it's going to be the perfect Christmas gift. So people are going to yeah. And I need like $2 million to get a piece of space trash. So I figure if I get on Good Morning America, get in the parade, I'll be pretty close. Yeah.
Sounds like you got a plan.
Yeah, I got it. It's a project, that's for sure. So, do you have any advice on how to? I mean, I know you were in the Chicago Christmas Parade, but any advice for that part of it? Not for the other parts, but just to get in the parade.
I didn't really get me in the parade. I just had a very dedicated teacher that got the.
I need to find me the equivalent of a dedicated music director to get me into the parade.
Mr. Spina, and he doesn't teach in Green Valley anymore.
I need my own Mr. Spina.
He's your own Mr. Spina?
I need to find my own Mr. Spina.
Yeah, but I don't have any wisdom about how he got us on there besides how he did it.
Yeah. So, okay. Well, if you remember anything, let me know.
But it would be cool if you could make it into the Macy Day parade, but it was Ronald something.
Weasley?
Christmas parade, something like that.
The Ronald McDonald Christmas parade?
Something like that, if I can remember right. But, that was back many years ago.
Ronald, I'm Googling this right now. The Ronald Chicago Christmas parade.
Oh, I remember right.
No, this is interesting. Oh, it is the Ronald McDonald. This is an article from the Chicago Tribune, from November 1989.
Did you not find that fast? Did you?
I promise you.
Oh.
Yep, this was originally published. It says Christmas season officially kicks off Saturday with the Ronald McDonald Children's Charities Christmas Parade. That is a crazy long name. Wow. It said it's not quite like meeting Santa, but you can meet radio personalities this weekend. Oh, it's like this book signing that happened, I guess, during the parade or after it or something. But yeah, so it was now where'd it go? The Ronald McDonald Children's Charities Christmas Parade.
That was my fun, exciting senior year.
Nice.
Chicago parade.
Well, that sounds fun.
Yep. And you found an article about it.
Yeah, I did.
Yep.
We learned some stuff.
Well, congratulations again, and love ya.
Thank you. Love you too.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Yeah, so it turns out my mom wasn't in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade as I thought, but she was in the Chicago Christmas Parade, which is pretty cool. She didn't have any inside knowledge of how to get into the Macy's Day Parade, but I am still going to do it. And I appreciate you for dropping feedback and comments like Eric Delgado, who says, "You keep the grind and mention me in your next video, please. I'm a big fan. Love your vids." Eric, we love you. I'm a big fan of Eric Delgado. Eric D, where you at? Where you from, man? What's up? I mean, Eric, where you at? What you up to? What are you doing? How'd you find us? Gosh, it'd be good to know you. Let's grab coffee sometime. Krishna asks, what happens after the space trash is on your lawn? What's the end game here? That's it. That is the end game. Maybe inspire a generation to clean up orbital garbage, but at least to get it in my front lawn. That is what I want to do. My friend John commented on Facebook, did you know one of the space shuttles managed to pick up not one, but 2 failed satellites from a previous mission? One of the guys went untethered for the first time. And people said there's chances of even getting one was like 1 in 1,000. You can read about it in Higginbotham's book on the Challenger. And here's a little video, I guess, of terrifying footage of them doing it. Oh, snap. Wait, so does this mean someone has already collected orbital garbage before? I didn't think, I mean, the scientist told us that, or not told us, but told us publicly via another show, no one's ever done it. But I know what? I have motivations to, even if I am not the first, I will be the next person to collect a piece of space trash, and I hope I'm tethered to a rocket. I do not want to be untethered. I want to be tethered just like I'm tethered to my will to collect a piece of orbital garbage. I hate it. I will do whatever it takes to collect orbital garbage. I will not give in. I will not surrender. I will not collect a piece of space trash. I will do it. That is the power of the will of man. Thank you for watching this week's episode of Mike Heath's Orbital Garbage Project. Drop a comment. Let us know. Join the Space Trash Force. Hop on the Patreon for your sticker or a chance to win a birdhouse. Yes, we will give that out at the end of May. At the end of May. We're in March right now. At the end of April. Perfect. You'll need that for the springtime, the summertime birdhouse. And I'll be making that. Maybe I'll even put some videos about making it on the page too. Gosh, it's so exciting. I'm so excited about the Patreon birdhouse. And you can have that. You can win it. You have a chance to win it if you join the Patreon before the end of April, which is when we will give it away. So you have a month and a couple days to join as of recording this. Gosh, it's so exciting. Here's a moment of beauty from this last week. I don't know what it is. I will make it up. Here it is, this week's moment of beauty. See it right there. Oh, it's a golden swallowmouth. Getting it from my bird watching log. Thank you for watching Mike Heath's Orbital Garbage Project. Together, we will clean up our orbital junkyard.
Great shot!